Hello, this is Sid Haig. You're watching Groovey.TV. That's why you can see me.
Perfect. Hey, this is Groovy. I'm here with the iconic Sid Haig. Thank you so much, sir. You're here at the Alamo Drafthouse Mile High Horror Film Festival. I am so stoked to meet you.
It's good to be here. I've never done this festival before.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah. It's not even like work.
Well, people love you here so much, man. You can just feel it.
Well, I am awed by the acceptance of, this crazy clown and sociopath that everybody seems to like, and I've taken away the fear of clowns from hundreds of people. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Because first of all, clowns paint on smiley faces, and they don't talk. And at their end of their act, somebody gets hurt.
Right.
If it's a spritz bottle in the face, a slip on a banana peel, whatever it is, and little kids watch that and they associate that with not fun, okay? And so as they grow older, they have that fear.
Right, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So I have a question that actually is left field and actually comes from Lon Chaney, but he wanted me to ask it. He would like to get your opinion of what it was like working with Lon Chaney.
Well, the first 2 days I was in awe. I could barely even speak to him, okay?
Really?
Because as a kid, I used to hit the Saturday matinees every time one of the new, horror films, classic horror films would come out. That's how old I am. And to actually be there on the set working with him was totally amazing. And we were working with a short crew, and we shot the whole film in 11 days, okay? Wow. He worked his ass off. And I'm allowed to say ass, right?
Oh, you can say whatever.
Okay, all right, good. He worked his ass. And one day, the director, Jack Hill, said, Sid, go get Chaney because we're ready for him. So I went and knocked on his dressing room door, and I said, Mr. Chaney, they're ready for you. And he said, stop. I'm Lon, you're Sid. That's the end of it. We're working together. Now just stop all the formal BS.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like just a total master just saying, hey, we're doing the same gig.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
It was amazing. And I hadn't been out of school that long. I mean, we did this in 64, and I graduated from the Pasadena Playhouse in 61.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you just learn an incredible amount in those 11 days?
Yeah, I did. And I learned a lot about life. And I learned about a lot about how to conduct myself as someone who is starting out in the business. He gave me some of the best advice. And this goes, I don't care what it is you do for a living. He said, always be nice and kind to everyone you meet, because you're going to, need a friend on your way down.
Right.
All right. And it was true, I started working all the time and working. I worked myself out of business. Okay. And then one of those people that I met on my way up said, you want to do this picture? And I said, yes, please. Thank you. Okay. And it's paid off time and time again.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah. I've worked myself out of business like 5 or 6 times. Because they get tired of seeing you, No, not Sid Haig again. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, you are pretty dang prolific throughout your career.
Well, yeah. I check my IMDb page.
Oh, yeah. I can't even stop scrolling.
That's funny. D. Snyder said the same thing. We were doing a panel, and he does a thing called the Killer's Corner, where he gets 4 killers together and interviews them. And he said, and you my arm got tired scrolling down to get to the end of your credit list.
Yeah, I needed a splint on my finger from scrolling.
Yeah. Okay, is there an automatic scroll on this? Yeah.
They need a Sid Haig button. Just
Yeah. But I've worked myself out of work a lot of times, but everything's coming back again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, getting back to what you're doing here and everything, Devil's Rejects is one of my all-time favorite movies. I love it. You were masterful in it. What was it like working on that movie?
That was a lot of fun. Okay,
Yeah.
except for the fact that there's a companion disc to that called 30 Days in Hell, and it's the making of the film. Mm-hmm. Well, it's called 30 Days in Hell because for 30 days it never got below 105 degrees.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And I have a whole new respect for women who wax because with the dried blood on the shirt, every time I went to take my shirt off, hair came with it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. Don't do that.
Word from the wise.
Yeah.
Right on. So are you doing like Q&As and signings or like for the film tonight, right?
I'm doing signings and I'm doing a Q&A either before or after or during or while they're serving popcorn or whatever.
Will you be serving the popcorn?
I'll be making the popcorn. It's okay.
It's Sid Haig's signature popcorn.
That's it.
All right, man. So what are you working on now? What's coming on next?
My next breath. No. Actually, Bone Tomahawk is just about ready to be released.
Cool.
I'm going to the screening at the Egyptian Theater on the 6th.
Okay.
And then it's going to be screened a couple of more places. I think at the Alamo Draft House in Austin. Is it Austin? And then they've got some screenings lined up in Europe, and then it'll be in release.
That's awesome. I'm really excited for that film.
Yeah, the horror western. Come on.
My two favorite themes
Yeah.
thrown together.
Yeah. Right across the plains on a horse's skeleton or whatever. Yeah.
See, that would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. We ought to do that.
Anything else coming up after that?
I played the lead in a film called High on the Hog.
Okay.
Which I was really kind of proud of. I like stretching the envelope, Mm-hmm. I hate because for so many years I have been typecast either as a heavy, an Italian heavy, a Mexican heavy, an Arabian terrorist, whatever. And it's if you get a job and you do well at it, then that's what you are for the rest of your life. Okay,
right.
That's Hollywood. All right. But I got a chance to stretch the envelope and play a really nice guy until things go bad, and then
Then you just kill everyone.
then I just have to.
It's just a mess.
It's just something you got to do. Yeah. But it's really interesting because it's this guy who is a farmer, mm-hmm. and this farm has been in the family for 5 generations.
Wow.
He runs into a little financial problem and this, that, and the other thing, and decides to just kind of start planting some weed in amongst the corn. Okay.
Okay.
And that's
being Denver, everyone's gonna love it here.
Yeah. And along the way, he finds these women that have been abused in one way or another, and he takes them in his family. Okay. It's nothing, crazy about it at all. And they just operate like their relatives, like their family, and everything's great until the DEA shows up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And then everything just kind of turns to shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to see this film.
So do I, because I ultimately wound up as a producer on the film.
Oh, cool.
Because we had this crew, it was a really young crew, and they were all energetic and enthusiastic, and they wanted to do a good job. The only problem was they didn't know what their job was. So I went to the executive producer and I said, you know, you got to get a producer in here with some organizational skills to teach these people, you know, what to do, because they want to do a good job for you. And he said, well, will you do it? I said, well, you got my agent's number. And the next day I was a producer.
Wow.
Held a long production meeting with all the production heads, department heads, and got everybody, you know, pointed in the right direction. And because now they had the information that they needed, the next day it was like we hired a whole new crew.
That's awesome.
Everything just started sailing.
It's going to make made for a way better movie, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because it's kind of tough when people don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. This is a camera. Okay.
Here's the on button.
Yeah. Go.
You act. Do something.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't just stand there. Do something. So.
Right on. Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Right.
It's truly an honor.
Thank you.
This is Groovy. I'm here with the legendary, iconic Sid Haig. Thank you so much.
Oh,
It's a total honor. Alamo Draft House, Denver, Colorado. Mile High Horror Film Festival. Bye.
All right. Bye.